Yeah, hello Jaya ma'am. Good evening. How are you?
Hello, sir. Good evening. I'm pretty well. Thank you so much for asking. How about you?
I'm always fantastic. Thank you so much for asking me too. So as we are meeting for the first time, first I would I'm really thankful for you because you joined me today. So as we are meeting for the first time for my YouTube channel, so can you introduce yourself for my audience? So it would be good for them to know you better.
Yes, sir. So, my name is Jaya Khoz. I hail from Kolkata and I'm a working professional. Apart from this, I also run a YouTube channel. The name of my channel is Make English Easy, where I post English conversation videos. And in my leisure time, I love reading books. So, that's all about me.
Oh, that's great to hear about you. So do you want me to introduce myself a bit?
I don't think you need any introduction because this video is going
Oh,
to be
thank you.
uploaded on your channel. So, yeah.
So now I want to know a little more about your profession. As you said, like you are a working professional. So can you give details about it?
Yeah, so it's a bank. I'm in the banking industry. It's a regional rural bank based in Kolkata.
Oh, you are in a bank. You're a banker. I thought you were a teacher. Okay. I thought like you were a teacher. So you are a banker by profession, right? So how do you
Yes.
feel to be a banker? How's that feeling?
Actually, it was on my bucket list. Um I have after completion of my college, actually I was in between jobs, and then I decided to appear for different competitive exams, and I chose banking as my aspiration. So I tried a lot, and it took me 2 years to finally crack the exam. And it's been 6 years, actually more than 6 years, I have been doing this job. Yes, so I feel really blessed to be able to get the job and to be able to give the comfortable life to my parents, because they have also, uh, did a lot for me, and for me, actually, they are proud, and so it's a great feeling, actually.
Yeah, that's wonderful. I would say you are fortunate enough that you got that in 2 years. Nowadays, I see my friends, they are I would say for 4 years, 5 years, they are preparing and it's very difficult. So they are not able to, they're not sure whether they'll get a job or not, right? So it's really risky because competition is cutthroat.
Yes. And
Okay.
the level
So
of
how was your,
questions has also been increasing day by day. So the more
yeah,
time you
because
take,
due
the more
to
the competition will be, yeah.
exactly, due to the competition, because now see like the number of applications, maybe number of applicants 25 lakhs, 30 lakhs in NEET or all those exams. So see why exam will be easy. It would be always difficult. So how was your
Yes.
experience being an aspirant when you were preparing? How you used to feel like a little bit pressure or because nowadays as I see aspirants always they talk sir, I feel a lot of pressure. I'm not sure whether I'll get a job. So how did you deal with that pressure in that time? Did you have that or you were completely chill while preparing?
So actually, throughout my school and during college as well, I have been a good student, like grade A student. So I have always been into studies, and so reasoning and quant and English as well. Though I am not a good speaker of English, but that doesn't mean that I do not know English. I know English quite well, and so these three, and also computer. So these four were my strong points. I knew that I could do really well in in those parts. So a little bit of confidence was there in me, and I actually, believe my instinct. So I have this inner voice that, sometimes tells me that no, you are going to nail it. Or sometimes, that particular voice, really demotivate me, sometimes.
Mhm.
So it happens with me. So while I was, giving those competitive exams, I could see that because with me, all my friends were also giving the same kind of exam. So like I was doing better than them.
Mhm.
So that actually gave me more confidence to practice more, and so see, bad days will always be there, but you have to believe in your instinct, what your inner voice is saying to you. And then just keep on practicing and give yourself some time, because it's not possible overnight. Like, I was fortunate enough to be able to do that in 2 years. For someone, it takes, 5 years, 6 years, or maybe more than that. So you have to be prepared that no, I will give myself this much of time, and if I have some financial crisis, I can do something part time to earn something. Like, in that way, you can live in a like bigger in a big city where you have, different, famous coaching centers from where you can take tuitions. Because I'm from a small town and I had to shift to a bigger city to avail those, facilities. So you have to do something on your own, and then, prepare that. In that way, you will be like, you don't have any stress that, oh, I don't have money and what will I eat, or maybe how will I manage? Like, I have money for 1 year, but what if I do not get the job within that particular year? So you have to do something, and along with that, if you prepare, then I think you can easily, uh, crack
Yeah, but
that.
do you think it is easy to work part-time and along with that do preparation? Isn't it difficult? Because
No,
in
I think
India,
it's
it's very
good.
difficult to get work for like 4 hours. Because in foreign, there is a culture you can work for 4 hours, maybe the 5 hours. But in India, if you go for the part-time as well, I do not really think so. They are going to give you the work which is for 2 hours. You have to work straight 8 hours for them, right? Then it becomes really difficult to manage things.
Yeah, but you can work in a school, maybe in a private school, or maybe
Yeah, it
part time
depends on
in a
your
college.
motivation as well. I would say it
Yeah,
depends,
yes,
completely depends on your motivation. A person can do, like, if he has the motivation, maybe after working 12 hours, he can do, like, study for 2 hours and 3 hours. It depends, but I do not have that motivation, to be honest. So I cannot do preparation along with doing something. I want to focus on one thing completely. If I want to, already I say to my parents as well, if I want to go for preparation of maybe the cat, I would be completely devoted to that. If you would say that do something like, and then do that, I'm not going to do it. It's better to do something which I'm enjoying right now. So for me, it's not an easy task, because as I was a Navodaya student, so like, yeah, it was completely, it was good there, not that much pressure and things. But here, when you are outside and you are working on your own, it's very difficult to manage everything, food and everything. Go out and have food, and then go
yeah,
for the job, and then study and buy everything from outside. So I don't feel like it's an easy task. It's completely depend on your spirit or your motivation. Yeah.
absolutely.
Okay. And then talk about your place a bit. Like, yeah, can you tell me the highlights of your place where you come from?
So I actually come from a small town in West Bengal itself, and so after completion of my school, I actually moved to Kolkata because my brother that time he used to study in Kolkata. So he actually, paved the path for me somehow, because otherwise my parents wouldn't be ready to leave me. So yeah, I followed him, and uh, he's like he always guides me to do the right thing at the right time, and because of him, he always motivates me. So I think because of him, I am here, and in terms of learning this language as well, he guides me throughout, because he's a fluent English speaker, and he sometimes tells me that no, today you have to speak with me in English. And I start wondering that what should I ask him, like, it's general conversation, we talk like 3 4 times in a day, how can I speak with him in English? Like, so yeah, we do sometimes, we do to fight with each other on it, because he always keeps on saying that you have a YouTube channel, and people, why people will watch your video if they do not find anything like productive or maybe worth watching, then nobody will watch your video. So you have to work upon yourself, you have to practice speaking. So that's how it is.
Yeah, it's very important for all of the YouTubers. When I started my YouTube channel as well, I used to think the same, that if I'm saying to somebody, why he's not watching my videos? But later I understood why somebody will watch your videos if they are not getting anything. If you're not able to add value in others' life, nobody is going to watch your videos. So if you are better than others, if they're able to learn from you, then only they are going to watch your videos. Otherwise, if you send your videos to 1,000 people as well, all of them are going to reject it after watching 3 or 4 seconds or 5 seconds. So that's not a good. I was not able to understand that thing in my beginning or of my journey. I would say, oh, why they don't want to support me? Why they're not supportive? But now I understood. I only watch the videos if somebody sent me the video in the the chat box or maybe in my WhatsApp, like watch this video. Why I will watch video of him? It depends. Only I will go for the good YouTubers like Alina Rice, maybe AJ Hogue or Jay Shetty, Ranveer, because they have something and I can learn a lot from them. Otherwise, why I will watch somebody's video? So it is very important to cultivate that mindset that if you are able to add value in others' life, then only people will watch you. Otherwise, they wouldn't. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
So as you said about as you said you were good in English as a subject or the competitive English as well. But why I think you thought of becoming good in spoken English? Why spoken English?
So actually, as I told you in a previous session, that after doing this particular job for 6 years, I realized that I have to do something on my own as well. And I
Mm-hmm.
have to utilize the time after coming from office, whatever time I have, because nowadays people are doing, people are freelancing basically. And with the help of different social media platforms, they are utilizing whatever talent they have. So I want to do the
Mm-hmm.
same, and so I want to start something on my own. And English is like English is required for everything. Like you have to talk with different people, arrange meeting. So for this, you need to be fluent in English. I am not. I don't want to be a native speaker as well, but I want I want myself at a position where I can approach
Mm-hmm.
anyone. Like I can approach an advanced speaker of English. So I want to be that much confident in myself as well as I want to be fluent and obviously an advanced speaker of English.
Yeah, yeah, that's good. So, do you get chances to speak English in your office or in your bank sometimes? Or
No.
is there any opportunity to have meetings in English? As you said, sometimes you have to conduct meetings, and there must be meetings sometimes from the officials. So, do they conduct that meeting in English or Hindi or Bangla?
No, actually because they conduct the meeting so they speak in English and we only say, yes or maybe no or maybe one or two lines in English. So so that will not help you.
Yeah, but of course, but if you want to see yourself in a good post, the promotion kind of thing, but you are in government sector, right? I think in government sector, progress is quite, when it comes to cultivating all these, habits, it's very less, I would say. People are very lethargic. They don't want to improve themselves. They're completely okay because they know nothing is going to happen. They are government employees, but when it comes to private sector it becomes compulsory for you to up to become up to date and update yourself every day with the technology, your communication skills, because if you are going to hold a good position of manager, then it is compulsory for you to conduct meetings in English and present yourself in a good way, right? So in government sector I see very less, few percentage of the people are like you, who even though if they are government employee they want to improve themselves. Most of them they want to live a like you know very comfortable life, and they come from office, they lay down, they scroll phones, and that's it. Even though the teachers, they don't want to upgrade themselves, to be honest, government teachers.
No, I think the time is changing nowadays, and the people who have different kind of hobbies, like some are maybe singers, maybe dancers. So I find myself useless for quite a long period of time because I don't know how to
Mhm.
sing, I don't know dancing. So then I realized that English is something. So till today, if I see someone standing in front of me speaking fluently in English, I feel bad. Still, I feel bad about myself. So I thought, so I think it is my passion, and I have to improve my English speaking skills because it has a lot of benefits. Because I have a child as well, and he will also will go definitely will go in English medium school. So in that case, I will also help him in his studies. And if I do not understand the meaning of certain words, and so how can I teach him?
Yeah,
So
exactly.
so
It's
that's
really
how
good
I.
to provide a good environment for your kids. If you would speak in English to them, it would be quite easier for them to grab the language. And of course, nowadays kids are better than adults because they go to
Yeah,
English international schools. They speak fluently, but yeah, but they don't want to speak English to their mothers. So because they most of the time they want to talk to in their native language. But yeah, it's very important. So you were studious, so you do not singing, dancing. But most of the girls are very interested in dancing or taking part in art. I have seen because as I was in Navodaya, even though I was very much into art, like singing, photography, playing cricket, I enjoyed everything being a school student. So yeah, but of course for you, you cultivated something right now and you want to enjoy it, and it has a good, I would say, the connection with your confidence. It's a good thing about your confidence. If you are able to speak good English, you will be always confident everywhere. But if you
yes,
are not good in English, you would always hide from people. That somebody would speak in English, even a single sentence, you would be afraid to answer them. So
absolutely,
that,
absolutely, yes.
yeah, there is a direct connection between the confidence, I would say, with the English. I feel more confident now that I can speak to people from America, from Australia, from any other countries. I can talk to them, I can express my thoughts, I can ask about their life, culture, and everything. But it used to be my dream before to have conversation with somebody who's an English speaker. But now it's completely normal. I used to feel like always that the people who live in America, they are genius because they speak English, but they are not genius at all because this is their
It's
first
their mother
language.
tongue. Yeah,
Yeah, but in India, it is seen now that if somebody speaks English, people make a phobia that, oh, don't go to him. He's a great speaker. He's a genius guy. He knows everything. But that again, this misconception. Speaking English is not making you genius. Means if you have a good knowledge about everything, so knowledge goes parallel with your communication skills. So knowledge is very
yes.
important after having command over the language as well. So, okay, so what kind of activities have you done to become better in spoken English? As I said, I have done many things.
Yeah, so I basically listen. I listen to English content daily, and as I love reading books, so whenever I find some time, I try to pick up a book and try reading it. Apart from that, I started actually writing my daily activities on a paper, but I followed it for some time and then I quit. So I'm not, writing anything. And so I'm taking sessions. Like I try to connect with different YouTubers, at least two YouTubers on a daily basis for my speaking practice. So that's how I am
Oh,
doing this.
that's great. Nowadays, at least we have this opportunity to connect with the YouTubers because nowadays there are
Yeah,
many YouTubers like who are doing the conversations kind of thing. But it happened only like after COVID-19. Before COVID, only there were few people. I think very less people who were doing these things after COVID. But now, oh my God, a lot of people, like, many, like, 1,000 channels are there with the English conversations. So now it became a good, method of practicing for people as well. They can connect and they can do practice. But in the beginning, it was very difficult to find good speakers or like the advanced speakers with whom you can have conversation. So yeah, but
yes.
it's good that you are doing it and you're talking to good YouTubers and trainers as well, right?
No, not strangers because I think I'm not
No,
comfortable
no, no. I
enough.
said
And
trainers.
trainers,
Yeah,
yeah,
even though
yes.
I'm a stranger, how can you say like you are familiar to me?
No, actually, you have a YouTube channel, and because your channel is quite old, and so you are kind of, I feel like I know you.
Known
Like
face.
not like
Yeah.
me. I think for many other people who have been following your videos for quite some time. So it's kind of that trust in you that nothing bad will happen. But if someone I
Hmm.
don't know, someone who doesn't even have a YouTube channel and doesn't even talk with someone so that I can go and watch that particular video. So I am very much concerned about my security of my video.
Safety and
So that
security.
thing
That's
is
what I said
kind of.
earlier as well. It is very important for the girls to be, because yeah, you cannot filter the mind of somebody, right? So somebody like talks to you maybe very good and then they talk nonsense. It happens in all those free platforms where you contact with the people and you talk to strangers. Yeah, most of the people come on those platforms listen to girls' voice actually. And if the boys speak like hello, they will disconnect. And
Oh my God.
yeah, this is the reality. I suffered this a lot. Like I would feel irritated sometimes. Maybe the 10 the continuous calls they would disconnect. When I would speak hello, they would disconnect because this is a voice voice.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
that's what thing, because most of the people come on these platforms to do time pass and to find
Yeah.
relation partners for them, so they can come out from the victim of their loneliness and they can have somebody to have conversation. So these are the things. Yeah, I can understand. So you do conversations with the YouTubers and sometimes and most of the time you listen to the content, right?
Yes. Yes.
And that is helping you to become better every day.
Yes, and I also take sessions from English Yari. So first I took 3 months subscription, and then I renewed my subscription again because I think I need a lot more time to improve my overall communication skills. So I'm ready to
Yeah,
pay.
it takes a lot of time. I think I don't really think so that nobody, anybody can improve in 15 or 20 minutes. And even though I wouldn't say I improved by taking only the sessions, before I started taking sessions on these platforms, I completed more than 10,000 conversations, on
I
these free platforms. So it is all about only because I come from a totally Hindi background. I was not very much good into English as well. So only due to practice I'm able to do it. Otherwise, it's very difficult to speak to trainers for 15 minutes. If you are a zero in English, then it would take a lot of I would say the sessions for you to become very good in it. So only due to practice on WhatsApp groups on many platforms, I'm able to speak. And I started taking sessions on these platforms specifically for my YouTube, to be honest.
Yeah, yes, yes. Many YouTubers actually do the same thing. And so for me, I think, see, because we know that we have to read to learn more new words and phrases. And for me, like, I can't read, like, it's very difficult for me to stay consistent for longer time. So that's why
Mm.
I think English Diary, is really helping me because for each session they have a particular topic, and whenever I feel bored, I just read about a topic. In that way, I can gain knowledge, and I have
Yeah,
also done the reading practice and certain words. Also, when I read, then I think I will be able to learn new words as well. So
yeah,
I think
because
this
you're
is
professional,
important.
so it's good for you because you do not get that much laser time like I had, even though I have, because I'm completely devoted to it, right? So I consume a lot of content, and even though in COVID I was totally free. So being a professional, it is very important to have conversation with the professionals. So you will get good, because I told you, like sometimes I would do 10 conversation and I would find a single partner to have conversation. Do you have that much laser time to waste? You do not have, right? So it's better to go for the professionals. And being a girl, you, because they maintain the professionalism as well, right? So that is always good for you, and you're ready to pay. And money gives you sincerity as well. When you pay for every single session, at least you become ready to have session, and that gives you motivation to attend the session. Otherwise, like sometimes when you attend free sessions, you would feel after a few days, oh, like it's fine, okay, I'm improved now, it's enough, I cannot go for more. So but when you pay again, feel money gives you that motivation to go for it, right?
Yes, yes.
So yeah, okay. Thank you so much, Minvir. Thanks to you. It was really nice talking to you about this language, and I hope that we can have conversations in the future as well. So thanks for joining me today. It was really nice talking to you, and all the best. And keep practicing and keep making more videos for your audience. That's what I would say.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. Thank you.
Yeah, pleasure mine. Bye. Take care.
Bye bye, sir.